Well, hello everybody, and I'm sorry for this mess at the beginning.
No
And
problem.
well, first of all, I would like to thank the organizer and especially to Funku for inviting me to this workshop and giving me the opportunity to share with you what are we doing in the BBI RECOVER project and what are some of the advances we have. In this presentation, I will provide some project figures and the component of the consortium, and I will talk later about the agri-food waste plastic and the solution innovation, expected impact, and resulting products from the RECOVER project, and the synergy with other BBI projects. Well, the project started on the 1st of June 2020 and has a total duration of 4 years and a total budget of 5.8 million. And it is a research and innovation action in the goal of applying microorganisms and or enzymes to resolve end-of-life issues of plastic. Here I want to mention that in RECOVER, we will be using not only microorganisms and the enzymes, but their activity together with the insect and earthworms to resolve those end-of-life issues. And the plastic that we are focusing on, those that are used in the food packaging and agriculture. The partners that are involved in this project are 17, and they are from 7 European countries in the field of plastic. They include the plastic producer, converters, and end user in agriculture and food packaging, together with experts in biotechnology, insect and earthworm producers, and waste managers, as well as innovation experts. To focus a bit on what are our plastic targets, as I mentioned, our sectors are food packaging and agriculture, that both together consumes more than or around 44% of worldwide production of plastic. After their end of life, part of them are released to the environment, while those that enter the waste management system and are sorted, the plastic that can be recycled amount for a maximum of 31%. There is a fraction that is non-recyclable, basically because they are misset or multilaminated, so they are landfilled or incinerated. From this fraction of the plastic that enter the waste management system, part of it remain with the organic fraction, and when it is composted, the plastic remain in the compost, that in turn will contaminate the soil when applied. This especially is important from our point of view for example, for the plastic that is used for the mulching. So in RECOVER, we will try to provide new biorecycling routes for the plastic that are non-recyclable and solution for the contamination in compost and in soil. We will do so, as I mentioned, by combining the activity of new enzymes, microorganisms, insects, and earthworms all together to offer the solution to the problem posed by the plastic contamination in soil mainly, and also to turn them into products, basically biofertilizers and chitin and ketosan for the production of bioplastic. Those are the products, the added value products, and the application that fill in the sectors we are targeting, including chitin that will be extracted from the insect, the skeleton, to produce commodities from agriculture, food packaging, and also enhanced mulching films, together with biofertilizer and vermicompost that will be used for agriculture. This biofertilizer will be extracted, will be produced, for example, from organic leftover after chitin extraction, and also for the process of vermicomposting through the help of the earthworms. So we will do so, we have in different phases. First, we will quantify, characterize, and define the collection strategy and the pretreatment for the agri-food waste plastic. And we select and upscale the production of biotech solution by combining the activity of all the biotech tools that we will be using. And then once selected and the production upscaled, we will monitor the biodegradation capabilities of the biotech solution in two scenarios. One of them is for the bioremediation in soil of the contamination of soil with plastic, or ex situ, in which the plastic waste will be treated in a vermicompost reactor, or in insect rearing chambers where the insect will be fed with the insect plastic waste. And also, as I mentioned, we will obtain biofertilizer, and keeping the same bioplastic. We will also consider the sustainability and the social, scientific, and economical impact of the project. We have started already the two first objectives, and we are characterizing and defining the collection strategy and treatment for the plastic. I will not go in detail on this, but we have selected for the treatment the plastic low density polyethylene and linear low density polyethylene, polystyrene, and polyethylene terephthalate, that besides being used for the food packaging and agriculture, some of them are not usually recycled. We have made analysis of the collection and analysis of the plastic stream from both sectors, and found that mainly they are composed by LLDPE, the polyethylenes, and other multilayers. This accounts for the 50% of the analyzed mixed plastic. And in the part of the biotech tool, is it already known that especially the insects are able to feed and to degrade or partially degrade the mixed waste. And this activity is due to the microorganisms they have, mainly to the microorganisms they have in their gut. By feeding the insects, this microbiome became adapted, and we explore also the possibility to increase their activity as the ultimate responsible for the degradation of the plastics. This activity, together with those of microorganisms inside of their gut, are microorganisms that will be mixed together, because some of the microorganisms are not only able to produce a range of limited enzymes. By combining the activity of different microorganisms in consortia that will be made ad hoc for the degradation of mixed plastic, together with the development using synthetic biology enzymes that we call better than nature, because as you know, those kind of plastic are very, very difficult to degrade. We will try to combine all those activities for removing, if possible, all the plastic we have. And as for the chitin from insect exoskeleton, this compound, the chitin, can be extracted, can be obtained from different organisms. Among them, insects are known to be composed by microcomposite of chitin fibrils in a protein matrix that contains also calcium carbonate, and this chitin will be transformed to Ketosen. As I'm sure you know, there are many applications, not only for the chitin, As an example, here is the project Ketosen, Ketopack, in which the chitin derived from waste of fish industry were used to produce food-grade packaging that producing film that has good processability and tunability of thickness as a function of process parameters. And among other application of or properties of the chitin, it has also antimicrobial properties that will be used, for example, for the production of mulching film, among other. For the expected impact in RECOVER, we will establish a new circular cross-sectorial interconnection and strengthen existing interconnection. We aim to create new bio-based value chains by linking standard plastic with insects, microorganisms, and enzymes providers, and remodel existing petrochemical derived value chains, and validate new and improved processing technology with a scale-up approach. From the environmental point of view, we try to reduce the generation and dispersion of microplastic and increase plastic recycling in European Union by 12%, provide alternatives for the removal of non-biodegradable plastic from the soil and the compost, and also contribute to close the loop within the agricultural and packaging sectors by converting the plastic into biofertilizers and bioplastic for both sectors, and finally avoid around 80% of CO2 emission caused by incineration of plastic. Besides the products that I mentioned, biofertilizer and chitin-based products, we will obtain microorganisms, novel enzymes, and what we call fortified insects and earthworms after being fed with the microorganisms as a probiotics. And also processes for the biodegradation of the plastic wastes in soil and compost. We will propose a cascade approach for the safe and sustainable processing of those wastes, as well as novel method for chitin extraction using different strategy and green strategy. Here are some of the sectors that can be interested in these results and products. Finally, I want to mention that we established a synergy with two BBI projects from the same CAL, which are in Cycle and Vicente. And of course, we are open also to collaboration with many other projects, as we do in the case of this presentation. Here you are my contact detail and the project website and Twitter. So thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Maria Jose, for your presentation and overview on the RECOVER project.